Hello guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. From today, we'll be covering sugar technology. Sugar technology is wide and cannot be covered in a single video. Therefore, the upcoming videos will be about sugar technology. Sugar is majorly extracted from sugarcane and sugar beets. Sugarcane is majorly grown in tropical areas like India, Brazil, and Kenya, while sugar beets are grown in cold areas like USA. The process involved in extracting sugar from sugarcane is the same as that of sugar beets, since the largest percentage of sugar produced in the world is extracted from sugarcane. I'll start with sugarcane processing, then later on I'll give you some information you need to know about sugar beets. Sugar is widely used in our homes and industries. Below are detailed uses of sugar. Number 1, sugar is used as a sweetener because it adds sweet taste to our products like tea, drinks, baked products, confectionery products, and yogurt. Sugar is sweet because the orientation of hydroxy groups of sucrose structure interacts with taste receptors on our tongue, which detects sweetness via dehydration. Number 2, sugar is the source of energy in our body. When sucrose is ingested into our body, sucrase enzyme catalyzes the breakdown of this sucrose to glucose and fructose. Glucose and fructose are absorbed into bloodstream, then transported to liver. In liver, fructose is converted to glucose. The decomposition of glucose leads to production of energy that is used by the body. Excess glucose is converted to glycogen, which is stored in liver and muscles. When liver and muscles reach the capacity of the storage, the remaining glucose is converted to fatty tissues, and these fatty tissues are converted to triglycerides. Then these triglycerides are stored in adipose tissue. The third use of sugar is used in fermentation processes. For example, sugar is added in dough, which is used to make bread. Yeast in dough consume this sugar and it anaerobically decomposes it, producing carbon dioxide, alcohol, and water as byproducts. Carbon dioxide produced when it tries to move out of the dough. It makes this dough to expand, hence making soft and light dough for easy baking. Sugar is also added in beer solution when making beer, and yeast in beer solution consume this sugar, producing alcohol as one of the byproducts. This alcohol raises the alcohol content of beer. Finally, sugar is used to produce desirable flavors in our drinks and baked products. When sucrose is heated beyond the melting point, it leads to dehydration of sugar molecules and formation of double bonds, hence leading to formation of compounds called caramels. Pure table sugar is 100% sucrose, but the presence of moisture, suspended solids, ions, and reducing sugars in table sugar reduce its purity to about 99.5%. Since sucrose is the major component of table sugar, it's good to know the physical and chemical properties of sucrose. Below are the properties of sucrose. Number 1 is about the solubility of sucrose. Sucrose is soluble in water because the hydroxy groups on its structure is involved in hydrogen bonding. Number 2, sucrose has molecular formula of C12H22 and O11. This means it has 12 carbons, 22 hydrogen, and 11 oxygen atoms. The molecular weight of sucrose is 342. The second property of sucrose is that it has density of 1.587 grams per centimeters cubed. The third property of sucrose is that sucrose is an unreducing sugar. This because it doesn't have a free ketone or aldehyde that can reduce copper 2 oxide in failing solution to copper 1 oxide. Now, the fourth property is that sucrose solution can rotate the plane of polarized light to the right. It has an optical rotation of positive 66.5 degrees. Another property of sugar is that it cannot conduct electricity. This because sucrose dissolves in water as a covalent molecule, hence does not produce ion that can transmit electricity. Finally, when sucrose is exposed to acid and invertase enzymes, it can be hydrolyzed to fructose and glucose. Sugarcane is a giant grass that's found in genus called Sucrose. During the growth of sugarcane, the chlorophyll found in leaves absorbs sunlight, which converts it to energy. This energy is used to convert carbon 4 oxide that's absorbed from the air and water to glucose and fructose. Glucose and fructose combine to form sucrose. This sucrose is transported to the stalk. In stalk, sucrose can be stored or is hydrolyzed back to fructose and glucose. This fructose and glucose is used to provide energy during growth. Upon maturity, glucose and fructose are combined back to sucrose, hence increasing the sucrose content of the stalk. Mature cane has three major parts. That's roots. Roots are the ones that hold sugarcane in the soil. It's also used to absorb nutrients and water from the soil. The second part of sugarcane is stalk. Stalk is between the roots and the vegetative part of the sugarcane. The stalk is made up of internodes and nodes. The third part of sugarcane is vegetative extraneous matter. Under vegetative extraneous matter, we have tops. Tops refers to the portion of the stalk that is above the natural breaking point. The natural breaking point is referred to as the point where the stalk can easily break when it's bent, it's manually bent. Under vegetative extraneous matter, we also have trash. Trash refers to dried or green leaves that are attached on the stalk, which are below the natural breaking point. During the sugar industry is only interested in clean stalks. Hence, during harvesting, the cane cutters remove the roots, the tops, and trash. These clean stalks are transported to the factory by lorries and tractors. Harvesting and milling of immature, overstayed, or burnt cane is discouraged in sugar industry because immature cane has low sucrose content and high starch, and starch is not easily removed from cane juice during processing. Hence, it's incorporated in sugar crystals, and the presence of starch in sugar crystals reduces its purity. Overstayed and burnt cane have high reducing sugars than sucrose. Hence, when this cane is processed, it will produce more molasses than sugar crystals. And you may ask yourself, how will I know that my cane is ready for harvesting? These are below are the maturity indices that are used to determine if cane is ready for harvesting or not. Number 1, sugarcane generally stays in the farm for around 18 to 24 months depending on the areas it has been grown. Number 2, the yellowing and drying of leaves indicate that sugarcane is ready for harvesting. Number 3, the metallic sound the mature cane produces also show that the sugarcane is ready for harvesting. Then when you cut a mature cane and hold against the sunlight, you will see sugar crystals on the surface. Then finally, this is analyzed in the lab. The Brix, pole and purity of mature cane has to be above 17.5, 15.5 and 86.5 respectively. You can ask yourself what's Brix, what's pole, what's purity. Brix is just total dissolved solids in the solution, while pole is the apparent sucrose content in the solution, and purity is pole divided by Brix. That is for today. Thank you very much for watching my video. Kindly don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. See you in the next video.